What's going on YouTube? This is Jay, trucker by day. Welcome to beautiful, wonderful Wisconsin. I thought this shit was over with, but here we go again. I really it was beautiful last time I came through here, 2 weeks ago. It was beautiful, and now we're heading on the same turn we just did. We are heading from let's see, let me make sure I give you the correct info. We're heading from Wisconsin to North Dakota. Yeah, Fargo, North Dakota. Then Grand Forks, North Dakota. Back across to Washington. The last turn I just did was less than 2 weeks ago. And we didn't really hit that much bad. We hit some really bad stuff in over in Minnesota, but it's the opposite this time. So Wisconsin's nice. I mean, hopefully Minnesota's a lot nicer than this, but it has literally been doing this to me all day going through Wisconsin. So it's not a very good trip. And just an update video. I just figured we'd chat. You guys can check this out. It's pretty slick out. Oh, that little, not that I'm using my cruise, but that little beep you heard, that was the truck letting me know that the cruise is not available because the sensor in the front is blocked, which is fine. You don't need, you really don't need cruise control on this stuff anyways, unless you like, to take chances. But there is a, let's talk about equipment. What do you do when your equipment gets old? I mean, this is really, I found out, I'm pretty excited, pretty stoked that my new truck will be here. They say on maybe sooner than that, but April 15th, which is the beginning of April right now. I'm not really sure. So beginning of April, so April 15th. It's like the second or third or something like that. But April 15th, I'll have a 2024. I'm really excited about that. It's gonna be awesome. So I haven't had a new truck in a while. Even this truck, I bought this truck used. It had, when I got it from the company I'm at, it had 250,000 miles on it, and it's got 460 right now. So it's pretty funny when how places aren't going to admit that they, equipment is designed to be worn out. They're not going to admit that, but I'm at 460,000 miles. My inverter that's from the factory, my inverter quit working. It's working, but it is not, I don't know if it's a wiring issue or what. I'm trying not to put any money into this truck because it's just going to end up at auction anyways. That's what our company usually does with them. They ship them off to auction, get what they can out of them, and move on. So I'm trying not to put any money into it, but I know I had my batteries checked the other day. I got a new tire put on because it was way out of shape, and it was pretty bad, and I wasn't going to risk it. But I had the batteries checked. Now the batteries are all at, the 4 batteries are at 1,000 cranking amps, which is more than enough to do what I needed to do. So it's just been an uphill battle. So it's weird that I'm 40,000 miles away from 500,000 miles on this truck. Then that's when everything goes to shit, obviously, because my warranty runs out at 500,000 miles. Isn't it? Do you think it's a coincidence that everything's falling apart? Even my armrest broke into 2 pieces, came apart because I bumped into it. The inverter is taking a shit, and not only that, there's a wiring issue. So now I can't turn my truck off, which is going to cost me money and fuel. It's really going to hurt me. And it doesn't seem like a lot. Idling your truck doesn't seem like much, but I hate doing it because basically, if it's not freezing out, I'm talking freezing in the teens or negatives, you have a fan or your APU or something on your truck. Usually you shouldn't really idle it. It's not really good for the equipment. excessive idle hours will prematurely wear your truck out. And not only that, the fuel. I mean, it tells you on like your dash on almost every truck that I've ever been in how much fuel you're burning for an hour. And for some reason, I don't know if it's the mileage or what it is, but for some reason, now that I have almost 500,000 miles, I used to be able to idle it at about 900 RPM, you know, to keep it warm when it was cold out, or keep the AC on if I'm down in Texas or something like that. But if it's not that, it used to burn like not much. I mean, it would burn like 0.8 or a gallon an hour. Now, for some odd reason, it is burning 1.5 some nights, and it's got all the way up to 1.8. And that's a lot, man. That's a lot of money. It's hit or miss on. Sorry about the screen, guys. We're hitting a lot of ice. Hold on. So I get the screen. I'm gonna crack my window. Hopefully it's not too noisy because I'm sweating to death in here. I got the defrost cranked up. Try to clear this window up a little bit for you. But I'll just speak up a little so you guys can hear me. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. It's like, you know, this thing is falling apart. I love Kenworth, Peterbilt, and if you're not aware, they're owned by the same company. They're both owned by PACCAR. So it's just really a preference thing. Like, some people love Kenworth, some people love Peterbilt, some people, I don't know, or in rare occasions like PACCAR, the motor, which I don't know, I'm not really a fan of, but they've came a long way. But the bottom line is PACCAR owns everything. Really, they own Kenworth and Peterbilt, so it's all PACCAR. But, excuse me, but, you know, it's a weird thing, man. I want you guys to think about that if you're in the position where you could buy a used truck. Now look, I'm living proof. This thing has 460,000 miles on it. I have literally not had not one bit spot a problem with it its whole life. Even the 22s, the 2022 and up, that I know other drivers personally that have, they have had injector failure, and it's a PACCAR motor. This one hasn't had not a bit of problem with it, nothing wrong with it at all. But now that I'm getting close to that warranty date, this thing is falling apart. I had a dryer line for my air dryer. I had that break. It's prematurely wearing out my inside tires, even though it's had an alignment and the wheel seals are fine. It has a wobble up front, even though the steer tires are fairly new. They're balanced, and it's had the alignment, and there's nothing loose. I've had it in the air and checked it. There's no play anywhere that's not supposed to be. So is it really a coincidence? Now my inverter isn't working. I can't turn the truck off. I mean, it's killing me financially. Right now, it's like all the little bit of extra I make when I'm out here hustling, I'm giving back to truck and fuel right now, because like I had one of my highest fuel bills since this happened 2 weeks ago, where I can't turn my truck off because I'm scared it won't start. So I hate to say that companies plan, what do they call that? Planned obsolescence, where you are forced to upgrade either electronics or anything, vehicles or whatever. But semis, I can definitely say from my experience with this one, like I said, I've never had a bit of problems with it. I just did the maintenance on it. I haven't had any major failures on it. Nothing like that, just basic maintenance. And now that it's getting close to 500,000, it is literally falling apart. Like I said, we got the inverter, we got the tires wearing out prematurely, we got the armrest that broke, we got the seat now, the passenger seat, the air ride, even though I don't use it. I tried it just to make sure everything's working. I try to check the truck out before I trade them in. It's not working. Just a long list of problems. So be careful. If you're out there buying a truck with over 300,000 or 400,000 miles on it, you need to really take a look at it, because, as I said, living proof, this truck is literally falling apart. I mean, come on now, Kenworth. I mean, what are you guys doing? This is brand new. This truck was probably, I got it used. I paid $130 for it, but new, it was probably, back then, 2021, it was probably $175,000 or somewhere around there, maybe $160. So for that much money, you think you'd be getting something that lasts just a little bit longer. But like I said, we're gonna power through this. And just an update video. That's what I got going on. There's not much to see in the Dakotas, but if I can film in Washington a little bit, I didn't get a chance to last week. I will get some footage for you guys. But my name's Jay, trucker by day. I love you guys, and I'm out.